Because if I can, I will. If I have the time, I'm going to get it done. Alright, so, let's see here. Making a choice to maybe drop some bad habits or some things that keep you kind of bound to something. Like maybe you've been juggling too much and now it's time to let something big go. Something that's been really weighing you down. Like an addiction or a connection. It's time for something to end so you could transform. So it definitely can be like an addiction. Which is liberating. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Your whole life is kind of being put on hold until this gets worked out. And there could even possibly be like a breakup because of this. Like, this could be a situation where something's real bad, and in order to save a connection or a relationship, somebody has to maybe take a year to really heal from an addiction or something that's equally time-consuming and important to work on. Like, I'm getting this as internal. Lessons need to be learned inside. Where we have some confusion about the way things are. Yeah. Like, somebody may have been resistant to learning a specific lesson. Been really immature about it, and maybe they're looking at the past year and seeing how that has affected them financially, or like I said, in a connection with somebody who's not speaking anymore with them. How this situation may have led them to be kind of manipulative and controlling, and how disappointed they are in that. But they know that they can make these changes. They know that they can learn this lesson, and that all is not lost. And seeing what they have done in, say, the past year or the past 10 years, this isn't quite over yet. And so now's the time to go deep down inside and really defend what's right. Before the King of Cups really lets go of this. I'm seeing the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, they're both reversed, so this could be a connection that's really not doing well. And somebody might be scared of losing their Emperor, their King of Cups. And they want to fight for this relationship before it really is over. Because somebody's thinking of leaving. And instead of wanting to heal from a breakup, this person wants to heal from an issue. But somebody doesn't want to talk about it either, but like they're scared to talk about the issue when that's really what needs to be done. They maybe don't feel prepared to have this conversation that needs to be had. But they need to do it anyway. Sure, the stability has taken a hit, and you've got the 10 and the 9 reversed. But you don't want to go any lower than that. And to keep it going, you're going to need to suit up and take control of this by talking about it. Talking about what you did. Talking about what was going on and why you did it. And learning the lesson and understanding why that happened. And fixing it too. And maybe making a more secure offer and learning, like really learning that lesson. Oh, I see, all the way to the 5. And you don't want to have to learn, or this person doesn't want to have to learn this lesson the hard way and go all the way to the 5 of Pentacles with the 9 of Swords. Like you're worried about being thrown out. And that's part of the fear, not wanting to speak of it. The truth you feel might get you thrown out. And the Ace of Cups reversed here. Because there was something really lie, cheat, steal here. And then under that we've got, with the Devil. So there could be, because of an addiction or something equally as hard to fix and internal as that, drove somebody to lie, cheat, steal, to move to kind of a calmer water within that. Like moving toward that to relieve that. For relief, you know? Even though it's not the best way, like this is coming up a lot like addiction. And a friendship could have ended over it. Or relationships with family could have ended over it. And there's no healing because there's been no talking about it. There's been no apologies. It's just kind of been at a standstill. And it's really upset a lot of stability here. And looking at the past year, or the past 10 years, starting to see how that manipulation worked to sabotage this person all around. And now it's like, well, now this can come and destroy like the rest of it. So I really need to maybe look within and learn this lesson now. I really need to stand my ground and like fight the good fight here before all is lost. And it's not yet. There has been some stability lost. There has been some finances that have, you know, taken a hit. For sure. And there's somebody, yeah, you're not talking to. I don't want to see it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to look at the truth. Because of those fears. Somebody's feeling really depressed about it, really upset about it. And so instead of going with their emotions and their heart, they're just trying to, you know, intellectualize things to get through it and ignore the parts that have difficult, like, ignore the difficult emotions and just kind of go with the swords. You know, you got the Queen of Swords and the Two of Swords here, you know what I'm saying? And the Ace of Cups reversed, you know what I mean? Oh gosh. Now I got the Seven of Swords again. This is deceptive. Maybe trying to sneak away from a situation so they don't have to deal with those emotions. Like, they really just don't want to face it. Again, yeah, in a connection. An important connection, too. Could have to do with a child or a sibling or a childhood friend. Somebody may want to sneak off or steal from a childhood friend, a sibling, or a child. They're at a crossroads now. What are they going to do? And they're trying to strategize intellectually about it. Another cup reversed here with the Sun. You can't really heal yourself until the situation's in some way healed. Ignoring this okay. Deep down, it's not healed within you. It's keeping you feeling very weak and acting very, I need to clarify this right here. You need to let something go in order to heal this, because it has somebody acting a fool. They're at a crossroads where everything is intellectualized instead of felt here. And they're not taking action where they should, and they're taking wrong action where they shouldn't. Like, they're all mixed up. There needs to be, like, some justice in this situation. Let me clarify with a different deck here. This right here. Oh, not giving and starting over. Moving away from an Empress. That's where the crossroads is. Sneaking away from a mother, a wife. And in doing so, that bringing happiness, wealth. Yeah, to heal somebody else. Oh. To heal, you have to kind of be alone for a little while and go within. That's what's going to bring you what you need. So somebody might be scared of losing this connection where maybe it does need some time so they can heal. to transform. Something has to die for them to move on. For this situation to get better. So it could be a codependent relationship that needs to just die and somebody is trying to sneak off. And that's not easy. Because this is a stable, this has been going on a while. 4 years or more. It's not easy to let go of. But in doing so, it brings great happiness and a turn of fortune. So, for some of you, it's possible. You have to make that decision. For some of you, it's possible that in order for another connection that you really do want, that is really good for you, not to end, another one has to. It could be for some of you that this situation that you're really worried about losing has to go. If it's codependent, and if there's addiction within it, that's the one that has to go. So there's two separate stories here. Either way, something needs to go. And you need to be alone for a little while to transform. To kind of have this alchemy where your heart's also involved. And you could, you know, have your Sun and Ten of Pentacles. You can have your Justice. The Page of Cups isn't reversed anymore. It takes kind of moving away from a connection. You're at a crossroads now and choosing what am I going to do? Which one am I going to let go of? Which way am I going to go? You don't want to be stuck with somebody who knows what you did. Like, you almost have this idea of having to be stuck with somebody who knows the real you or knows what you did, and you're kind of scared of that. That's in your fears. Which goes back to the beginning of the fear of opening up. You're scared of talking with this person because that if you want to keep this connection, they also have to know about the thing you did. And do you want to live with that? Like, really live with that? And these cards are suggesting that you don't. But on the other road that you can take here, this really deep soulmate connection has to go. Because it has you in Seven of Swords energy. It has you in this energy of the Strength reversed and the Ten of Wands reversed. For justice in this situation, to balance this out, to make the right choice, you have to spend some time alone to transform. We're talking the Hermit and Death. The more stable and long-standing relationship is probably the one you want to go with, the stable one that you could build upon. That's the one. Or perhaps what you need to do is be alone before you can have that. The Six of Cups. Ugh. Yeah, this connection, this deep connection is very burdensome. This childhood connection, the connection with possibly a child, looks like maybe an old friend, has you looking like an asshole. A lot. And it'll continue having you look like an asshole. It's going to keep you looking shady and manipulative and weak. So there's that. Something has to go, though, for sure. For your emotional well-being, for your healing, for your finances, for your fate to turn in a new, a more exciting way. You need healing, and that means making a choice. You're at a crossroads. You've got to figure it out. You're juggling lovers, maybe. You need to cut off what's not growing right. Yeah. You gotta make a judgment call. Okay, let's see. It's the Emperor. Oh. Else. You know, either way, somebody's going to be mad and not going to want to work with you. It might do something shady and might have some really cruel words or try to hurt you in some way, or maybe try to abuse their power because they're angry at you. They're going to try to, like, really hurt you if they find out. But, I mean, it looks like at this crossroads, there's no getting out without kind of having to face some kind of consequences for choices made. But offering love in this situation, coming in with love, could be helpful. Instead of, like, if you apologize and stuff like that. But this could have to do with cheating also. You're really in your head about it. Like, really deep down. You just wish somebody would come and save you. So you could drop this burden and kind of get out of your head about it. But the thing is, you need to save yourself. Like, only you could save yourself. You have to want to do it. You need to, like, want to leave a situation for that to happen. To stay in one of these situations is to be deceitful. You have to be strong enough. You have to be strong like the Queen of Swords to make a decision and drop something. Make that choice. And stick with it. Because that's the path to stability. Not just hanging around and kind of, you know, if you're having a drug problem or something like that, just hanging around and getting high and stuff like that. You need to make that choice, and you got to want to make that choice for your wish fulfillment, to balance this out. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just not going to have an easy time of it. especially financially. That's what I got for you. Somebody's here at a crossroads with a codependency issue, or maybe even an affair that needs to end. Yeah, I'm gonna just draw some cards for both sides. Like, say if you go with one or you go with the other, the outcome. Judgment. Oh, the Tower. Okay. So if you decide to stay and see if, you know, somebody will come and save you and blah, 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 and waiting for your ships to come in there, and you're going to get the Tower. Judgment's going to come in, and whatever's be dishonest in that connection, everything's going to kind of, it's not going to work. Trying not to face it is not going to work. It's going to end anyway. You're just waiting for the Tower. You're just waiting for the Tower to come do it for you. But on the other side, yeah, the Star and the Five of Pentacles reversed. To choose the other thing, the other option, it means having your wish fulfillment and coming out from out of the cold. And although you might not feel as stable, you know, this could be somebody you broke up with. I mean, if it was a bad situation, don't go back. But for those of you who kind of are thinking about leaving a good solid connection or sabotaging a good solid connection with some bullshit, it's saying this is your wish fulfillment, the stable one. Possibly a family broke up. So one of them will only get you kind of karma and bad fortune, and the other one's going to be healing and wish fulfillment of a maybe family connection where you feel left out in the cold. And that's the fate for either one. So you're at this crossroads where you can wait for the Tower, or you could kind of go back to somebody and heal. And finish that cycle. I mean, only take it if it applies. Like, if you know, you know. Yeah, I'm seeing a 3-party here. And if the third party's drugs, it's really telling you to heal. If you try to defend yourself, yeah, don't be foolish. Go with the thing that helps you grow. if you're guided to heal a family situation, it's favoring that. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna pull some of these. Assessing. Okay. Assessing your own power, assessing your own individuality, assessing your own, like, your own personal power. And what that means to you. Realization about, in the darkest moments, like, what needs to change and what future is out there after you've changed those things. When you've decided who you are, what your shadow is, and what you want to do about that, how you're going to integrate it, and what you want moving forward, and what possibility that lends to. Assessing how maybe before, in doing that, you've gone to extremes based on attraction and taken action based on hunger. Yeah, in times of lack, like fearing lack. Yeah. Okay. And here we are, first quarter moon, assessing. And this is something you really need to take a look at. Because that's where, this is the phase of the moon right now, in the Scorpio moon. Take a good look at this. And figure out what you want to rework in the dark to change your reality in the light. Right? That's what I got for you. See you later.